Do you need to know how to change the road springs on the rear of your Polo 9N? Stay tuned and I'll show you how it's done. Hello, I'm Sid. Welcome back. If you want to learn how to keep your car in tip-top condition, save some money on garage bills along the way, subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to interact with comments and likes. Chock the front wheels and lift up the rear and safely support an axle stands in such a way that the axle stands are forwards of the rear axle and that the axle can fall down at full suspension travel under its own weight. Now give the nut and bolt that holds the bottom end of the shock absorber a good wire brushing and apply some penetrating oil. Then with a 16mm spanner and a 16mm socket, undo the nut and bolt. Now with your jack, just very gently take the weight of the axle, keep the nut on the bolt about one turn, knock the bolt through, take the nut off, and remove the bolt all the way. Then free the bottom of the shock absorber from the axle and then repeat the process on the other side so that both sides are free. Now top tip, once you've released the weight of the axle from the shock absorbers, I've actually transferred to supporting its weight underneath the spring seat rather than in the middle. You'll find that the leverage in the middle, with the beam being so close to the pivot, simply isn't enough. Having released the axle on both sides and supporting the weight of the axle, gently let the axle down until the spring just comes loose. Apply a little bit of leverage. You should be able to remove the spring. The spring has a rubber seat. Fit that onto the spring and rotate it slightly clockwise. It's now ready to be fitted back to the car. And in exactly the opposite way to the way you got it out, offer up the new spring Now, two top tips. The springs on this vehicle are symmetrical about their length, so it doesn't matter which way up they go. So you can put the rubber foot in either end, but the rubber foot always goes at the top. And also, top tip number 2, always replace springs in pairs on an axle. Never replace just one spring, always replace 2. And here you can see why I'm replacing these springs. This one is missing its top coil. That of course is an MOT failure here in the UK. With the new spring offered up into position, use your jack to lift the weight of the axle. Bring it back far enough that you can get the shock absorber back into its seated position, and then offer the bolt through the hole. Put the nut back on. Apply a little penetrating fluid, and then once again with your 16mm spanner and socket, tighten it up fairly hand tight. If you've got any tips or experiences of your own that can help out other viewers, put some comments in the comments section below. If you've got any questions, I'll endeavour to get back to everyone with a question. And if this is the first time at my channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell to make sure that you don't miss anything new. And I'll see you on the other side of that screen sometime soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.